Welcome to part 3 of upgrading my bathroom. In parts 1 and 2, we painted the cabinets, did everything on this wall, and today we're tackling the toilet room. Jump scare warning because we got a bidet installed and never fixed the wall afterwards, so it just looks like this. And there's absolutely nothing else going on in this room, so let's get to work. I started off by sanding down this wall so I could get it completely smooth before I started with paint. And in like 2 seconds, this whole room turned to dust. By the time I was done, my hair looked completely white. Then I scraped off the glue that was around the old toilet. This has been grossing me out every day. Now we're getting to the fun part. This is a peel and stick wall molding I got from Amazon. I used a level to make sure all the pieces were going on straight, and if you're wondering how sticky this is, I got one wrong and had to peel it off, and it nearly took off my wall with it. Then I caulked in all the corners to make sure there wasn't any little gaps, and I ended up caulking the full inside and outside of this too. Now finally it was time to start with the primer, and don't worry, I wiped down all of the walls before I started putting this on. I mostly used a big roller brush, but I also used a little paintbrush to get around the molding. I let all of that dry overnight, and the next day I started with paint. I had some leftover paint from the cabinets that I did in here, so that's what I used for the walls. And again, I used a paintbrush around the molding and a roller brush for the rest of it, and I didn't show, but I did 2 full coats of this and obviously let it dry in between. Now here's the fun part, decorating. I put some pictures and a floating shelf. Don't worry, I see the top picture is lopsided and I'll fix it before the reveal. Okay, reminder, here's the before and here's the after. I love how this room turned out. It's so simple, but it's so perfect.